public interview Mykhaylo Mudryk had with Zinchenko's wife, expressing his desire to actually come play for Arsenal. He loves the team, he watches the team. We've seen it on his Instagram story feed where he actually put his transfer suggestions fee, all those hints that shows that he's keen and interested in joining Arsenal. So even though behind his stories, we've never had a tier one journalist come out to tell us what was going on. We've been hearing here and there rumors, but right now, David Ornstein, one of the most credible tier one journalists, has come out the last few hours saying Arsenal priority for January window is Mykhaylo Mudryk. No agreements, but conversation happening. 21-year-old Shakhtar Donetsk winger keen. Sources say deal can be done for a lower valuation than 100 million euros public valuation. What does that tell you? It tells you that the rumors you'll be hearing, all the hints you'll be seeing, that Arsenal are actually keen on getting me a favor by subscribing to the channel. It doesn't take more than 1 or 2 seconds to do that. Check your notification bells. You're not turned on. Make sure you turn them on. Make sure you do that, and do not forget to like the video. Very, very important. So let's get straight to the news. Mykhaylo Mudryk. Mykhaylo Mudryk have been linked to Arsenal even during the summer transfer window. We made inquiries about his acquisition, but Arsenal decided not to move forward with it. Now, even before the Jesus injury, Arsenal need a wide forward that can play as a wide player and potentially can play as a centre forward. But right now, the news that been filtering through, we saw the very public interview Mykhaylo Mudryk had with Zinchenko's wife, expressing his desire to actually come play for Arsenal. He loves the team, he watches the team. We've seen it on his Instagram story feed where he actually put his transfer suggestions fee, all those hints that shows that he's keen and interested in joining Arsenal. So even though behind his stories, we've never had a tier one journalist come out to tell us what was going on. We've been hearing here and there rumors, but right now, David Ornstein, one of the most credible tier one journalists, has come out the last few hours saying Arsenal priority for January window is Mykhaylo Mudryk. No agreements, but conversation happening. 21-year-old Shakhtar Donetsk winger keen. Sources say deal can be done for a lower valuation than 100 million euros public valuation. What does that tell you? It tells you that the rumors you'll be hearing, all the hints you'll be seeing, that Arsenal are actually keen on getting this deal done. But that is no guarantee that Arsenal get this deal done. We know for this deal to get done, an agreement has to be reached with Shakhtar Donetsk. There is no release clause. So we have to reach an agreement with Shakhtar Donetsk to get this deal done. And we know how notoriously tough Shakhtar are in terms of discuss, getting deals done with them. Their president and their, what's his name, sporting director are tough negotiators. We know Edu does his bit in terms of negotiating, but this deal, for me, is looking likely. Now, according to, if you go further and read into the article that David Ornstein released, he said there's a very good, let me phrase it properly. He said there's a good chance this can be done. And the public valuation of 100 million can actually be lower, meaning if Shakhtar can decide to compromise and Arsenal can decide to compromise by paying a bit more, this deal can be done and the player is keen. What makes it more interesting, that gives me the optimism that I'm sharing during this video, is because if the player is keen, the agent is keen, and Arsenal are keen, even though Shakhtar might not be keen, that can actually lower Shakhtar's result. So it's looking very interesting. I think there's a, like David said, there's a good chance. I'm going to refer by saying there's a very good chance this is going to be done, because we know is a right-footed left winger, meaning his dominant foot is the right, but he can play as a left wing. He can play at the right wing, but his strongest position is playing from the left wing. And we know Martinelli can actually come in and play as a striker. The Martinelli can play across the front three. So Mykhaylo Mudryk's deal makes a massive sense in terms of helping us shape our attack while Jesus is out. So it's looking interesting, guys. Do you believe this can be done? Let me know in the comment section. Are you sharing the same optimism that I'm sharing? Because I think there's a lot to be optimistic about in this deal. The fact that the player is king, the agent is king. The agent has come out a few times saying 100 million euros valuation is unrealistic. I get it from where Shakhtar are coming from. If Manchester City can be sick and crazy enough to pay the release clause for Greg, which was 100 million pounds, If Manchester United can be delusional enough to pay above 80 million euros for Anthony from Ajax, so I understand the ambitions and where the delusion of Shakhtar Donetsk coming from by valuing Mykhaylo Mudryk at 100 million euros. I get it. The English tax is there. They feel the English clubs have the money, so they want to milk it as much as possible. You will do the same thing. I will do the same thing. But this is when Edu has to earn his buck. This is when negotiations have to come through. This is when the player and agents have to go to the Shakhtar Donetsk president office and let him know that I'm keen on this move. Let's be very reasonable. And I think reason will prevail this time. Guys, let me know. Do you think Arsenal will get this deal done? Or are you pessimistic about this deal? Let me know in the comment section. So if you're not yet subscribed, like I always said at the beginning of this content, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you stick a like on the video and make sure you turn the notification bell on. And I'll see you guys on the next piece of content.